Good afternoon, everybody. So sorry for the delay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Miss Mary, and welcome to our very first live story time on Wednesday afternoon. Again, I apologize so much for the slight delay today. Facebook decided to change how Facebook Live works, and it was brand new to me. I'm so glad I actually went in to log in to get ready for it about 15 minutes early because they changed everything. So I wasn't sure how to work it, and one of my lovely coworkers, Tabitha, thank you, hooked me up with one of our iPads, and for some reason it works the old way on our iPads, but it doesn't work on my computer. So I have no idea, and it's not a perfect situation. You can't see my entire sign. I will perfect it for next week, I promise. So sorry again for the delay and for the technical difficulties. I will get used to this, of course. I wish I knew why Facebook decided to change a good thing. But here we are, and I have some great stories for you this week. This week's theme is, the past couple of weeks I didn't have themes. I just kind of went with a Miss Mary's choice sort of thing. And this week I thought, what a great theme to have to do bravery and courage, because we'll be starting a new school year soon, and it's going to be different this year. It's going to look different. It's going to feel a little different. A lot of children are nervous. A lot of parents are nervous. A lot of teachers are nervous. So I thought, you know what? Let's read books this week that are all about bravery and having courage and, special stories like that. So bear with me, because I might have to play around how I hold the book. Everything is different today. I'm so sorry for this. I don't know what to say. Facebook Live, don't know why you changed. So let's get started with one of my books today called When You Are Brave. And this is by Pat Zietlow Miller. And I just loved this story. So hopefully you enjoy it as well. And I apologize in advance because this is a whole new setup for me. I'm going to try practicing with it a little bit more before next Wednesday. I don't know if I can see anybody's comments. So I promise you I will write to you. If you do leave a comment, I promise I will write to you in the replay video. I don't know how to view it on the iPad I'm on now. Miss Mary's usually pretty good with technology, but not spur of the moment. Sorry. Okay, so here we go with When You Are Brave by Pat Zietlow Miller. Okay. Some days, when everything around you seems scary, you have to be brave. Brave as a bird that steps from its nest, hoping to soar from the sky. Brave as a dog that wanders for miles, searching for one well-known light. Brave as a caterpillar that builds a bed, wondering when it will wake. Because some days are full of things you'd rather not do. It's true. Like plunging into a pool all by yourself, hoping you'll swim and not sink. Or standing alone in front of a crowd, searching for one friendly face. Or boarding the bus and riding to school, wondering what lies ahead. At times like these, the world can seem too big, too loud, too hard, too much. While you feel too small, too quiet, too tired, too not enough. We've all felt that way sometimes, right? On those days, look deep inside to find the courage you need. It might be hidden away, but if you close your eyes and breathe, you will see it shining its light in the dark, warm, steady, safe. Your light might be small to start, just a spark, but you can turn it into a flame. Picture it in your mind. Then imagine it becoming bigger and bolder. You can make your courage so big it brightens your heart, fills your fingers, and flows to your toes. Think about what you're good at, something you love, or someone who loves you. No one else will see it, but you'll know you glow, and you'll know you are ready. No matter how deep the water, how loud the crowd, how hard the ride, or how much there is to do, you might struggle, you might succeed, people might clap or laugh or not notice at all. No matter what happens, you'll be all right. Because once you find your courage, it's easy to use again and again. The next time life seems scary or you start something new, you can remember when you were brave. And then you can stand straight and walk tall. Knowing you are as brave as a bird, a dog, and a caterpillar. As brave as you. And that is the story of When You Are Brave. Okay, I do see a comment. Yay! Hi, Logan. Hi, Sarah Beth. So glad you can join me. And again, I'm so sorry for my little technical difficulties today. Hopefully that gets sorted by next week. You never know with technology when Facebook is going to change things on you. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust to get a good shot. Okay, so hi, Catherine. Hi, Alex. Oh, you know what? This is actually maybe something good because the past couple of weeks I haven't seen comments. And it upset me because I love giving shout outs in my story times. And now Facebook changed everything on me today, but I'm seeing comments, so I can give shout outs. So hi, Catherine. Hi, Alex. Hi, Margie. Hi, Sammy. So you know what? There we go. There's a bright light in everything. Thank you for bearing with me while I try and figure out this newfangled technology. Okay. Oh, yep, I see Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Okay, so our next book is called What Do You Do with a Chance? And this is written by Kobi Yamada. This was lovely. So I just can't wait for you to hear this book. And I hope it's okay also if I go over a little bit today. I have 5 great books. I might not get to read them all. I might save one for next week. But we did start a little bit late today, so I want to make sure you get your full story time enjoyment today. So we might go a little bit past 4, and I hope that's okay. So what do you do with a chance? One day, I got a chance. It just seemed to show up. It acted like it knew me, as if it wanted something. I don't know why it was here. What do you want? What do you do with a chance? I wondered. You see the chance? It fluttered around me. It brushed up against me. It circled me as if it wanted me to grab it. I started to reach for it, but I was unsure and pulled back. And so it flew away. There we go. I'll do that after every page. I thought about it a lot. I wished I had taken my chance. I realized I had wanted it, but I still didn't know if I had the courage. When another chance came around, I wasn't so sure, but I decided to try. I went to reach for it, but I missed and fell. I was embarrassed. I felt foolish. It seemed like everyone was looking at me. I decided I never wanted to feel this way again. So after that, whenever a chance came along, I ignored it. And the more I ignored them, the less they came around. Until one day, I noticed that I hadn't seen a chance in quite a while. It was as if they had all disappeared. I started to worry. What if I don't get another chance? I know I acted like I didn't care, but the truth was, I did. I still wanted to take a chance, but I was afraid, and I wasn't sure if I would ever be brave enough. Then I thought, maybe I don't have to be brave all the time. Maybe I just need to be brave for a little while at the right time. I realized it was up to me. That's right, you don't have to be brave all the time, just sometimes, right? I promised myself that if I ever got another chance, I wasn't going to hold back. If I got another chance, I was going to be ready. Okay. Then, one seemingly ordinary day, I saw something shining far off in the distance. Is it possible, I hoped? Could this be my chance? I had to find out. I ran as hard and as fast as I could toward it. I don't know how to explain it, but the second I let go of my fears, I was full of excitement. It wasn't that I was no longer afraid, but now my excitement was bigger than my fear. As I got closer, I could see that this was a really huge chance. But this time, I was ready. As it came by, I reached out and grabbed it. I held on with all my might. It felt so good to soar, to fly, to be free. I now see that when I hold back, I miss out. And I don't want to miss out. There's just so much I want to see and do and discover. So, what do you do with a chance? You take it, because it just might be the start of something incredible. Isn't that such a great message? That you don't have to be brave all the time. It's not necessary to be brave all the time, but when you take a chance sometimes, something incredible can happen. When you're brave, something incredible can happen, and you know what? Something exciting might be up ahead. So I think that is one of the best ways to look at this upcoming school year, which I know a lot of us are jittery about and have some feelings about. Maybe if we go into it thinking that it's going to be a new adventure, and we put on our brave faces, and we try, and we see how something new feels and works, we might just surprise ourselves with something special, right? So I think that's a great way to look at it. You know, put on our brave faces, try something new, and hopefully everything works out. And I see another comment. Hi, Tara. So good to see you. I hope that Vincent is with you. And I'm really happy that I can see comments again. So even though I'm on an iPad and Facebook changed things this week, I got my comments back. So I'm happy about that. Okay, let's do, I have a really special story that I want to save for last. So, I hope that's okay. This one is a lot of fun. This is about a little boy who visits his Nana. This is called Nana in the City by Lauren Castillo. And this one is really, really special. Beautiful colors, beautiful images, and about a little boy who's a little bit nervous about being in a big city. So, and I feel like this could be any city, but of course I'm attaching it to New York. It just feels like New York. So, here we go. I went to stay with Nana at her new apartment in the city. You can see why I feel like it's New York, right? I love my Nana, but I don't love the city. The city is busy. That is true. The city is loud. Yeah, true. The city is filled with scary things. I guess, you know what, when you're from a place that's small, then a big city can seem scary, right? It is no place for a Nana to live. I don't know. I think he might change his mind. Let's see what happens. But Nana says the city is wonderful, bustling, booming, and extraordinary. She says it is the perfect place for a Nana to live. Okay. Maybe she'll explain. At night, the room rumbles and shakes. There is no sleeping here. Again, why I think it's New York, right? The city that never sleeps. It's always loud. There's always something going on. Nana, aren't you afraid of the city? It is busy, loud, and filled with scary things. Nana gave me a kiss, tucked my blanket in nice and tight. Tomorrow, she said, I will show you how wonderful the city is. Okay. When I woke up in the morning, Nana was holding a fancy red cape. For you to wear on our walk today, she said. You'll see that the city is not scary at all. I felt brave in my cape. Looks so cool, right? I wish I had a cape like that. We got ready and left the apartment. Okay, on their way to see why the city is awesome. The city was busy. Doesn't that look like Central Park? The city was loud. It is, yep. But Nana was right. The city was not filled with scary things. The city was filled with extraordinary things. There There is so much for a Nana to do in this city. When it was time to leave, I wrapped Nana in my cape. This will keep you brave, I tell her. The city is busy, the city is loud, and it is the absolute perfect place for a Nana to live. And for me to visit. Okay, so did anybody else feel like that was about New York City? Just curious. The yellow cabs, and it looked like Central Park, and it looked almost like Times Square or right outside the train station for some reason. It just felt like Manhattan. So I just love that story about a little boy who's a little bit nervous about being in the big city, but then his Nana shows him that it's not very scary at all, and that it's a good place for her to live and for him to visit. So let's see. I think we have time for all of my stories today. I want to read all 5, and despite our late start today, I think I won't go too much over if I read both. So this one, again, with our theme being bravery this week, this one is called Brave by Stacy McAnulty. Okay. A brave kid seeks adventure. This book is a little bit long, so I might be out of the shot. A brave kid has super strength. And a courageous heart. Oh. A brave kid leads the team and never gives up. A brave kid answers the call. Look at that teamwork. Look at that helping. Love it. And fights the toughest battles. A brave kid speaks for truth. I'm sorry, they said. And stands for justice. That is being brave. A brave kid gets back up and stays calm when others are afraid. Brave kids can save the world. Just by being brave, right? And there's all sorts of ways to be brave, just like that book shows. So again, this week's theme was about bravery and having courage, and we talked about going into this new school year, which has been causing a lot of stress for people and a lot of nervousness and a lot of jitters, going into it hopeful that maybe something incredible is around the corner. I think that's a great way of looking at it. So my next book for today is about a different kind of courage and a different kind of bravery. And this book I read for the first time earlier this week, and I had all of my coworkers read it today. It's incredible. It's a beautiful book. It's very timely. It wasn't written in 2020, but I feel like the author maybe knew that we would need it in 2020. So This story is called Come With Me by Holly Mcgee, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. I'm not going to say who, but some people actually cried a little bit when they read it. So, okay, here we go. All over the world, the news told and retold of anger and hatred, people against people, and the little girl was frightened by everything she heard and saw and felt. We all feel that way, right? Sometimes that TV is scary. She asked her papa if there was something she could do to make the world a better place. Her papa said, "Come with me." Hand in hand, they walked out the door to the subway. Waiting there on the platform, her papa tipped his hat to those he met. So the little girl did too. Little kindnesses, right? They rode the train through the tunnels underground. The girl and her papa were brave and kind, and that day they won a tiny battle over fear for themselves and for the people of the world. The news kept telling of anger and hatred, and the little girl asked her mama what she could do to make the world a better place. Her mama said, "Come with me." They went to their grocery to buy some things for dinner. Because one person doesn't represent a family or a race or the people of a land. Her mama cooked and the girl set the table piece by piece as she'd always done. Plate in the middle, knife and spoon to the right, fork on the left, napkin by its side, water glass. For some of the parents in this group, I feel like Emily Post would love that page. The little girl sat with her mama and her papa, and they ate together. Her dog nuzzled her under the table. She scratched his head. "I want to do something of my own," she said. "Can I walk the dog?" Her parents looked at each other, and then they looked at their child. They let her go and sent a message to the world. They would not live in fear. And when the little girl opened the door, the boy across the hall opened his door too. "Where are you going?" he asked. The little girl said, "Come with me, because two people together are stronger than one." The girl, the boy, and the dog were happy to be out. One step at a time, they understood what they could do to make the world a better place. They could go on. Brave, gentle, strong, and kind to one another and all living things. As tiny as it was, their part mattered to the world. Your part matters too. And that is the story of Come With Me by Holly Mcgee. I just think that book is so timely and so relevant and beautiful. Really, just a beautiful story. I think I might actually buy that for my personal collection. Thank you so much for sticking with me today for a few extra minutes. I really wanted to make sure that I got all my stories in today, and we did have a slight technical difficulty at the beginning. Facebook changed everything about their live story times, their live video setup, and I didn't know what to do. So luckily one of my wonderful coworkers, Tabitha, helped me out. It's working just fine on an iPad. So next week, I promise I will have a better positioning and better angle, and things will just be better next week. But I was just grateful that she was able to help me on such short notice to make sure that I could bring this story time with you today. And we still got about 5 stories in, so I think that's great. I hope you enjoyed this week's stories. I hope you enjoyed the theme of bravery, and just remembering you don't have to be brave all the time, but try and muster up some of that bravery and courage for the new school year, which starts next week. And even though school is going to look a little bit different this year, you know what? Something great might just be around the corner, and let's all hope for that. And also, it's come with me, everyone's part matters. So just be kind to each other, be kind to your families, to your brothers and sisters and parents and grandparents. Just be a kind person, and your part, no matter how small you feel it is, will matter. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me this week. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a happy Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Thank you for joining me on my first Wednesday story time, and I promise next week will be less technically difficult. All right. Bye, everyone. See you soon.